Imagine a small bribe, just rupees 500, leading to a Supreme Court judgment decades later. You might think that rupees 500 is insignificant. But when a public servant takes money for his duty, the law comes down very hard. Today, we are going to understand one such case where the Supreme Court of India upheld a conviction in a bribery matter and why it matters to all of us. Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to understand the case Raj Bahadur Singh versus State of Uttarakhand, a case which was decided on 13 March 2026, involving bribery and corruption under the Prevention of Corruption Act 1988. The citation for this judgment is 2026 INSC 239, Raj Bahadur Singh versus State of Uttarakhand. A two-judge bench of Justices Prasanna B. Varale and Pankaj Mithal delivered this judgment. Speaking of the facts, Raj Bahadur Singh was working as a constable in the excise department in Udham Singh Nagar, Uttarakhand. The prosecution alleged that he demanded rupees 500 as illegal gratification from a complainant who was allegedly involved in the illicit liquor business and was being investigated. When the complainant refused, he approached the vigilance department. A trap was arranged. Rupees 500 in currency notes were treated with chemical phenolphthalein. The complainant was instructed to offer them only on demand. Independent witnesses were present during proceedings. When the exchange took place, the vigilance team entered and recovered the treated notes from the accused. The trial and High Court. At the trial court, Raj Bahadur Singh was convicted under Section 7, Public Servant Taking Illegal Gratification, and under Section 13, Clause 2, Criminal Misconduct under the Prevention of Corruption Act. The trial court sentenced him to imprisonment and imposed a fine. The Uttarakhand High Court later affirmed this conviction, holding that the prosecution proved demand, acceptance, and recovery of bribe. The appeal to Supreme Court. Raj Bahadur Singh then filed a criminal appeal before the Supreme Court, challenging the alleged contradictions in witness statements, claim of personal enmity between the complainant and the accused, improper trap procedure, non-protection of the currency notes in court. These were his key grounds of appeal. Supreme Court analysis. The Supreme Court carefully re-examined the entire evidence. The court held demand and acceptance of the bribe was clearly established by the testimonies of PW1, the complainant, PW2, the independent witness. These witnesses were consistent and corroborated the prosecution case. The court also noted that even if there were minor discrepancies or the delays in witness examinations, such issues do not vitiate the entire prosecution case when the core facts were proved. Further, Objections like non-production of currency notes was raised belatedly and could not be entertained since they were not raised at the trial or high court stages. So, what was the judgment or the outcome? What did the Supreme Court decide? It dismissed the appeal. It upheld the conviction of Raj Bahadur Singh under Section 7 and 13 Clause 2 of the Prevention of Corruption Act. However, considering the advanced age of the accused, who was around 75 years, and the period he has already spent in custody, the court reduced the sentence, modifying it to 6 months rigorous imprisonment under Section 7, 1 year of rigorous imprisonment under Section 13 Clause 2 modified. The appeal was disposed accordingly. The key legal principle. This case reinforces a very important principle in corruption law. Recovery of currency with the accused, supported by reliable witness testimony and clear evidence of the demand and acceptance of bribe, is sufficient for the conviction. Supreme Court clarified that minor discrepancies do not vitiate the prosecution. Independent witness corroboration strengthens the case. Belated procedural objections cannot be raised at the last stage. Significance. This judgment is significant because it reaffirms that corruption cases demand strict proof of demand and acceptance. Trap and recovery evidence can be legally strong if properly recorded. Courts will not allow procedural objections to derail justice if core facts are proved. So, what should we learn from Raj Bahadur Singh vs. State of Uttarakhand? Even a small bribe is a serious offence. The law can catch up even decades later. Proof must be clear and justice will follow if evidence stands strong. Key takeaway from this is clear proof of demand plus acceptance plus reliable witnesses will give conviction even in the corruption cases.